Without question, Steve Harvey is one of the most talented and wealthiest guys in the entertainment industry. With a combination of talent, hard work, and a good personality, it has taken him a long ways in his professional journey. However, in his own personal life, having marriages and relationships with women has been an issue. His first wife, Marsha Harvey, divorced. Mary Shackelford, divorced. And the third wife, who was at first Marjorie Bridges, now Marjorie Harvey, has been there since 2007. And oh, by the way, they do have a child that he adopted by the name of Lori Harvey, and also adopted the Jimmy son as well, who was, again, Marjorie Bridges or Marjorie Harvey's first son. But be it as it may, Steve Harvey has also been an advocate for women with some of his great books. I believe it's Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. If that's not it, I believe that's it. But also, recently on the Shannon Sharp's podcast, Steve Harvey actually had this to say about men and women bringing things to the table.
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
And of course, that there set off a trailblaze all across the black internet, especially with black men. But then we also got some insight to the kind of man that Steve Harvey might be when Tasha K talked to the ex-husband of Steve Harvey's current wife, Marjorie Harvey.
Jimmy L. Townsend, you do not look like what you've been through. Now, you've served over 20 years.
27.
27 years in prison. You were getting
28, really, if you count the little year I did in the state when I was really coming up in the game.
Because you were originally given like a life sentence.
Without the possibility of parole.
Now, you've been out for about, what, 4 or 5?
6 years. It was six years in January.
Just in case the viewers aren't familiar, you have been working on a book for quite some time. It's called Snakes in the Garden.
The reason I took the book off the shelf was really because of Steve Harvey. But when Steve Harvey made a link, I told you they sent me a link.
Sent you a link.
And in that link, we never did finish that. In that link, he was saying that he was talking about Jason when Jason was about 15 years old. Jason was kind of rebellious, my son Jason. He told Steve Harvey one day, "You're not my father. Jimmy Townsend, my father," like that. So I guess it kind of pissed. This Steve Harvey with the interview talking. And so when Jason told him that, it kind of pissed him off. And he told Jason, "I love your mama, so I got to love you. Where's that punk ass, dad of yours?" So I don't know if it was from insecurity or what. Could have been. I think you're a multi-millionaire. I ain't nobody. You ain't got to worry about me.
Now, with that being the case, there are some new allegations out there from Tasha K. Now, as you know, Tasha K has already gotten herself into a world of trouble by insinuating many things about Cardi B, in which we will not talk about today. But we all know how that ended with Tasha K. Can I get a sound effect, Dima? Yeah, $4 million lost from talking a lot of trash to somebody who has more money than you and everything else. And it hasn't stopped Tasha K on her path. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Steve Harvey is actually richer than Tasha K. But that hasn't stopped Tasha K from coming after Beyonce's mother, and also Tina Knowles. And also, it hasn't stopped Tasha K from dropping this particular information that is out there right now about Steve Harvey allegedly having a relationship with his chef.
As I said, I was approached by members of his original team that have all been fired by Marjorie. They call her the green-eyed monster. She's been seen everywhere with Steve, doing absolutely fucking nothing. I said, do this bitch got a job? She don't model for nobody. She don't do nothing. She follow this motherfucker around. But too bad she ain't follow him to the kitchen. And had she would have just took her ass into the kitchen and cooked for her motherfucking man, she would have known this bitch was doing more than cooking. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Bashira, Steve Harvey's personal nutritionist. As plant-based diets continue to grow in popularity, it's important to recognize their benefits for our health and the environment. A plant-based diet can lower the risk of chronic diseases, support weight management, and reduce our carbon footprint. That's what makes Elevate You Vitality Daily Greens so special. It's made from natural, vegan-friendly, plant-based ingredients that provide the essential nutrients to support a healthy lifestyle.
Who knows her? Look at her, look at her, look at her. She's been on his show. Dr. Bashira. Oh, she's a private chef for Mr. Harvey. Not only is she a private chef, she has found time to be a background dancer for the Isley Brothers. Y'all have got to be on the lookout for these vegan bitches. These real vegan bitches. These bitches skin good. This girl, you know she older. You can tell she an older lady. You got to watch them when they skin glowing and they liberal as shit. You got to watch them. She's been around since 2005. Do the math. She was one of the ones that Steve Harvey was allegedly cheating with while he was with Mary. But Marjorie won him over because at the time, Marjorie fit his image that he needed. He kept her around. Marjorie never knew. Gave her the title Private Chef. Let me say this. I have never... Okay, we're back. I have never in my life ever seen so many people that wanted to protect a side bitch. Every single one of the people that brought me her was like, she don't deserve this. And when I got the profile, I said, oh, they ain't lying. She ain't that type. If you go see her on Instagram, she not that type. What is she doing here? She's a doctor. Because, you know, women like this get caught up all the time.
Now, let me just say this. I'm not the biggest Steve Harvey fan out there either. And I'm not sure as to what's going on with his very attractive vegan chef. I don't know what her name is. I think it's like Dr. Bashira or something like that. But the reality is, like, why is Tasha K out here saying these things about this man when there is no actual proof? Now, the thing about Tasha K is when she took down Derek Jackson and, you know, she had some information about R. Kelly, she had some level of actual proof. She actually had people inside the prison that were giving her information on R. Kelly that shouldn't have been giving it to her and all of that. And again, that Derek Jackson takedown was remarkable, right? And it actually made many content creators fearful of Tasha K because, you know, people who had things in their past didn't want it to come back up, and Tasha K seemed like the right person that would be able to do it. But nonetheless, Tasha K, why are we coming after Steve Harvey again? There's no evidence that this man is doing this. And again, it comes off to me like this is some level of, I'm gonna just call it hatred. Okay, again, calling the lady all type of names and all kind of other stuff, which again, if a black man did that, y'all would have a big problem with it. And that's interesting, right? If I start a podcast and I start saying, Dima, sad music, yeah, you know, this B, this 304, this woo. I mean, again, you're talking about having respect for black women and having respect for, you know, ladies in the community. And then here you are as a mother, you're referring to this lady that you do not know. You're referring to this lady that has not said anything about you. And you're calling that lady out of her name because the lady, you know, keeps herself up. The lady's attractive because the lady is good looking, because the lady has been there for a long time. The lady doesn't deserve that. And this is me as a black man coming to her defense. Why must you be the one out there tearing down black women? And I can't even believe I'm the one out here talking like that, because typically I'm on the men's side. But in this particular case, why are you out there tearing her down? That sister has not done anything to you. That sister is worried about herself. She's making her own money. She's doing what she needs to do, all of that. But again, here we go. And I always want to tell people, a lot of times in Black America, when we want to blame the other gender, typically it's people in the same gender that's causing them both problems. I've seen that with black men. Most of the people that have the biggest issues in the black community, I will tell you, us as black men, we can do it to ourselves, okay? The lack of unity and the lack of issues that we have, it's it's our problem. And it's the same thing with sisters. I mean, sisters will go out there all day and talk about you need to respect this lady, respect us as a group, and then they'll go right back. And it's not everybody, but then you'll go right there, and then a sister that is not doing anything, she looks good, she's taking care of herself, then you'll start dragging her and calling her all kind of names. Are you jealous because you don't look as good as her? And for me, it doesn't make any sense. Now, as far as being sued and all of that, obviously she not gonna care about, you know, being sued and these type of things. And most celebrities will not even waste their time trying to take somebody like Tasha K down. But still, it is sad. And until you get some real evidence of, you know, what the brother is doing, and although I do not like his positions in simping, I'm never going to come out here and say, hey, this brother is out here cheating on his wife, when in fact, I have not seen that. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you subscribe to the bell. We're out.